Welcome in, welcome back to the Crypto Bully Bear channel where there's only fun decoding and no financial advice. Just wait for a few people to get on here. Welcome. I'm just waiting for a few whippersnappers to show up. I'm good, just killing time. Did I catch your comment about Predator Badlands? Oh, yeah? Very interesting. Man, I gotta watch that movie. See what's up. I just came on here. I want to say two things here. First, I want to say I believe, not financial advice, but I believe I know what's the next Bitcoin. And it's under $1, which is connected to FedEx. I'll check it out, J Boogie. I'll check it out. So the Metal DAO, Metal Pay token, I believe is the next Bitcoin. Now again, there is an interview that Marshall states that everybody should own one Bitcoin and one Metal Pay coin. As I'm looking at the colors of Metal Pay, they kind of remind me of FedEx. So, and if you know, you can see it says Express, right? It says ground. We know that metal is the ground, is the foundation. And FedEx colors is purple, orange, white, yellow. So I fell asleep and I had this vision, kind of dream vision or whatever the case is. Now I heard somebody speaking right before I went to bed talking about that there is the next Bitcoin and it's not on common exchanges and you won't know until the price blows up first. Then it goes on Coinbase. And I was thinking, I was like, oh, wow. I'm like, you know what? Coins that you don't really find on Coinbase is Metallica's coins, especially Metal Pay. And they even changed the ticket on there, the ticker. So, not financial advice, but I believe that Metal Pay will be something equivalent to a Bitcoin. And that's it. That's all I'm sharing right there. That's all I'm sharing right there. Now, the price. I know people ask me about the price. I was sitting down and I was like, XPR, Proton, would at least have to hit minimum $28 to $50, $52. I'll explain why. I know there's a few people coming at me like, bro, let's get to a penny. Let's get to 50 cents. Let's get to $1. But people don't realize that XRP did a pretty phenomenal run in 2017, right? That was done on lunch money and retail money. We are literally about to have bank money come in this sector. So, I mean, you tell me, if XRP can do from half a penny to almost $4, right? Without bank money, you're telling me that you honestly can't see XPR at a quarter of a penny at least hitting $28? I'm just saying, if you truly think about it, right? XRP did half a penny to almost $4 on fucking lunch money, on retail money. We're talking about billions of dollars coming in now, okay? Bank money, maybe close to trillions of dollars. And you're telling me that you can't see XPR going from a quarter of a penny to at least double digits. At least double digits. At least $12 to $15. I think $28. I don't know. I'm just going based off XRP's $4 analysis, and I'm like, well, we play with that number 7 and 13. Right? 7 times 4, 7, 14, 21, 28, that's $28. If it's 13, that's about $52. Now, people can say that I'm bugging or whatever the case is, but I'm just going based off what people are preaching over there as well, too. We got people saying we're going from $1 million market cap, okay, and we're not even in the hundreds. We're like floating around like 20 something, let's just say 50 million market cap. We're talking about going from 50 million to the hundreds of millions to hundreds of billions to fucking trillions. Now, if that's the case, that Metallicus is going to go from from millions to trillions, then how can anybody not say that it's going to hit 2 digits at least on this next bull run? I think it's going to be a bull stampede. I don't think it's going to be one of those little micro bull runs. All these bull runs were pretty much test runs because I never heard of banks coming in yet. So when banks start investing, I don't know. I can just see trillions of dollars of market cap. And on top of that, you had CEOs and the company Metallicus even stating that they're skipping billions and going to trillions. Now, when that happens, nobody knows when that will happen, but when that happens, I mean, like I said, we having bank money coming in. So pennies can go to easily double digits. Easily. Look at somebody. All right, look, I'm going to show you something here. Somebody posted. Look. Somebody posted this. Right, 50. But look at this symbol right here. They circled. Look at that. Does that look like a little proton symbol right there? You got 50 coming across. You got the X right here. And then you got this line right there. You get the old 50. The old 50. I don't know, peeps. That looks like a proton symbol to me. That looks like a proton symbol to me. And those little ridges reminds me of a silver coin. Or any coin at that matter. A quarter, whatever. But somebody got it on me. You guys saying? No doubt it does. Yellow and purple equal brown. No, metal Dow. Metal Dow. No doubt, a trillion into the whole ecosystem. Yeah. XPR to 1,000. Look, I would not be surprised. Listen, I spent some time this past week looking at Simpsons episodes. And to be honest, I was just keeping it on a low spectrum, keeping it from 28 to $50. But it all depends. Are we going to get like half the system plugged in and then the other half plugged in? Or are all these credit unions going to plug in simultaneously at the same time? Because I don't know. Personally, I don't think that we're going to see, that much where it's going to be like quarter of a penny, then to whatever, 1 penny, then to 2 penny. I don't think it's going to be that slow. I think we're going to see a massive Hulk candle coming. I mean, that's just what I see. But again, it all depends on if all the banks are going to simultaneously plug in at the same time, or are we going to get fucking 2 credit unions today and 2 credit unions tomorrow, and then 1 2 days after, then fucking 3 of them the following week. I don't know how they're going to play this. But I'm sure when the majority of these credit unions plug in, you're going to see a double-digit proton. Again, not financial advice. This is just what I feel, and that's my vision. Now, I'm not saying that's going to come true, but I'm just saying that's what I see. The big hype about XRP going to half a penny to $4 was a phenomenal run. But again, there was no banks pouring money into there. Now imagine if XRP had bank money pouring into there. It could have probably seen maybe $50. But again, I'm just here sharing thoughts and visions. I'm playing with numbers on this channel, Peter. You don't got to play with nothing on this channel. There's so many other channels to watch if you don't like the numbers. Yeah, I think there's going to be like a bull stampede. A serious bull stampede. Yeah, man, that picture right there looks like proton symbol to me. So, and I can't see $5. I can't. Just, it doesn't math. The numbers don't math up. You're having bank money coming in and you're saying that XPR is only going to get to $5. I mean, that's still a great number. Don't get me wrong. That's still a great value. But if these people are bragging about going from millions market caps to trillions market cap, then there's no fucking way that this is going to be single digits. It's going to be double digits at least. To be honest, I don't know. From all the decodes I'm doing, I can see a fucking $500 fucking proton. But, I mean, I don't want to get too crazy. We haven't even broken penny. But again, I don't truly know how it's going to go. I don't know if it's going to be fucking these 2 credit unions and then next week another 2 and then whatever, another 3. Or if they're going to say, hocus pocus, motherfuckers, let's all plug in. And before you know it, it's a short circuit. And you're seeing, fucking alert, alert, alert. All bulls are loose. All bulls are loose. It's the new rainbow currency. Yep. So again, that's what I see. That's what I see. And like I said, I told you I was going to come back on here, and I believe the next Bitcoin. Well, obviously we know that Metallicus has the upgrade, right? XBTC. But something comparing to the value of that will be Metal Pay token. What about XRP running on the web also along with all the other tokens, XBTC and XETC? Well, I mean, we got this guy, this gentleman on here called Ross Pinky. He believes that XRP is going to be a $10 billion token. Could it be? I don't know. I guess anything is possible as long as you put your mind to it. You know? I mean, I don't know. At first, I couldn't see it. But this gentleman is from another realm, it seems like. He works off of numbers. So, and who knows? He's stating that XRP could literally be a $10 billion coin. 10,000 per drop. We got 1 million drops in an XRP, which would bring it to a $10 billion coin. And the way shit is going on, who knows? Who knows? Well, yeah, I think the metal pay is the metal Dow. I believe the metal pay is the metal Dow. The one that's 30 cents right now. Whatever's 30 cents at the moment. Let me see if I can show you. Let me see if I can show you. I seen a tweet, and I guess the tweet just caught my eye. Hold on. Give me a second. He reposted something. I'm just trying to find it. I think it's coming up. Give me a second. Supreme. No, I can't find it. I wonder if he took it down. Can't find it now. Maybe he took it down. I don't know. I can't see him taking it down. Maybe I just schemed through it too fast. Let's see. Well, maybe he did. Maybe he took it down. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it now. Oh, here it is. Let me see. See if they have a bigger picture. All right, now they had so they had these colors right here. If I'm not gonna go back and forth, but check this out. When I put it like this, it reminds me of a volcano. Reminds me of a volcano erupting over here. When I flip it like this, it reminds me of the atom bomb exploding. Also, Hulk Hogan, his t-shirts. If you go look at the back of his t-shirts, he would have holes like this going down. Wider and then smaller going down. So. Yo, what up? Let's see. They said quadrillions. That's the new rainbow currency. Middle down, yeah. All right, good. Nice bags. What up, Gohi? Yeah, fucking working. Working. Yeah, so that's my little 2 cents right there. I believe that the metal Dow, metal pay, whatever you want to call it, I believe that's the sneaky little next Bitcoin there. And like I said, I could see a $28 to a $50 XPR on this next bull stampede. When the banks come in, that's when I expect those prices to be. As long as those banks are coming in and plugging in. I don't want to see this fucking chump change, fucking these 2 users plugged in and then 1 user plugged in. I just think that that's going to give too much attention. You know? The only way that this coin is going to get attention is by fucking exploding. And then people being like, yo, what the fuck was that coin? Remember, Joe Katz, he posted something with a long-ass candle. And he stated, oh, I wish I had some of that. Believe it, he has it. Another day in the Matrix. Yep. I don't see anything else. As I look around, I just see the 311 code over there, the fucking tsunami flood. So anyway, like I said, that was my little announcement, I guess you want to say. No financial advice, just a vision I have. Like I said, I don't know. I think $4 is just peanuts compared to like when banks are bringing in their money. So if XRP did half a penny to $4, pretty close to $4, then I see this doing at least 10 times what XRP did. At least. You know? And if this is like a global thing, then $50 ain't fucking that hard to achieve, to be honest. So, yeah, I mean, I'm chilling as well, too. I'm staking my XPR. I'm staking my loan, farming, whatever the freak you want to call it. And I'm just sitting back and waiting for the show to go on. I believe it's going to be this year. I mean, like I said, we have Metallicus also tweeting about how hard they were working in 24 and 25, and 2026, you're going to see the final result. So, and they keep kind of hinting about 2026 being their year to show off. So, we shall see. All we can do is sit back and wait. And being that February is the shortest month over here. Let's see if February 28th brings us any luck here. I mean, it's almost 11 o'clock here in New York. I mean, there's another 3 hours in San Fran. So there's still like 4 hours to go before this day finishes. What we thought was going to be a pump is not a pump today. But let's see. You got to understand as well, too. This date that I had starting, it was just that I was very keen to this date because it was the start of the fire horse, where all truth starts coming out. Now, weirdly enough, today is February 17th, which is 2/17, which is the 48th day of the year. And it's a Tuesday. Now, weirdly enough, the 217th day of the year is August 4th, which is the flip of 4/8, is 8/4. Okay? So, there's one more other thing that I want to express here, is that there was words that was stated in 2023 stating that they buy heavy during Chinese New Year. Okay, now this is the first day, and we got 2 weeks to go in this Chinese New Year. All right? I'm not going to say who said anything. I'm just going to say there's a rumor that they were screaming that in Chinese New Year, they buy heavy. So, today's the first day. We got 14 days until March 3rd. Let's see what happens from this point on. Until then, folks, keep smiling, keep buying, keep stacking. And don't forget to pick up your silver and your copper while you still can. Still cheap, baby. Still cheap. Anyway, peeps, good shit, good shit. Thank you for coming along. Thank you for liking, watching, subscribing. Show a little love at I Told You So wallet. If not, either way, God bless. Thanks for hanging. And I'm out of here. Gonna go watch some more Simpsons.